Hello and welcome to Eve TV channel. Today we will discuss the best action movies that have been released on Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, and Apple TV. These are some of the best new action, cinematic, and tense films available on the listed streaming services, which you should definitely check out. Now let's start this video. Number 5. The Old Guard. It is an action fantasy film based on the comic book of the same name. The plot revolves around a clan of ancient immortals that can regenerate themselves. To avoid being noticed, they prefer to work as soldiers and conceal themselves in plain sight. However, when one of their clients offers them a new assignment, something terrible happens, revealing their power and attracting the attention of a few dishonest people who want to duplicate their skills for their own evil purposes. After their identity has been revealed, the group must locate and eliminate the danger in order to preserve their existence. Among the ocean of standard action flicks, this film is like a breath of fresh air. It's not flawless and there are unexplained mysteries about their powers, but there are unexpected twists, and the insane action with terrific background music is absolutely grand and amazing. Number 4. Rambo. Last Blood. I imagine that every fan of action films has probably seen some of the films in this franchise. If not, don't worry, you can still enjoy this one. It is the 5th entry in the Rambo franchise and a follow-up to the 2008 film. The story follows former military soldier John Rambo as he makes new friends and forms a unique family with Maria and her young granddaughter Gabriella while trying to find peace and managing horses on a farm in Arizona. The action begins when a ruthless criminal organization abducts Gabriella, leading Rambo to venture on a violent mission to retrieve her and kill those involved. Even if you haven't seen any of the other Rambo movies, you can still watch this one for the action. After that, you might revisit earlier films and connect the dots as you see them. In conclusion, Sylvester Stallone is the biggest and only reason to watch this film. Number 3. The Great Battle. It is a historical epic action film directed by Kim Kwang-sik. The story takes place in 645 AD when King Li Shimin enters the Goguryeo Empire with his enormous Tang troops, and the Goguryeo army commanded by Yan Guisamin is frequently defeated. As a result, Yan Guisamin makes the decision to withdraw to Pyongyang Fort, the Goguryeo, and gives the order to assassinate Yang Man-chun, the ruler of Anxi Fortress, for refusing to join them in war against the Tang armies. Meanwhile, Li Shimin's next objective is the fort at Anxi, which is located on the Tang forces' route to Pyongyang. The movie recounts the story of the heroic 88-day fight that Yang Man-chun and his Goguryeo troops fought to protect Anxi Castle from 500,000 Tang dynasty invaders. The film's length makes it feel a little stretched out, but aside from that, it is an outstanding and immensely entertaining epic war drama with magnificent fight scenes and cinematography. Number 2. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. It is an action horror film directed by Timur Bekmambetov. The story follows Abraham Lincoln, whose mother died due to a vampire attack when he was still a young boy. From then on, he pledges justice but fails, almost surviving with his life. Fortunately, Henry, a brilliant vampire slayer, saves Abraham and teaches him how to hunt and kill vampires. Eventually, learning and adapting, Abraham keeps up the war against the vampires throughout his life, and at last, as president, he takes a final battle against the supreme vampire enemy when he learns that vampires are plotting to take over the country. The two best things about its stylish action set pieces, the way it was shot, which is truly breathtaking, and the supernatural elements which make the movie a bit more interesting. The two negatives are that there is an uneven balance between the horror, action, and historical elements as the film focuses more on action, which is both good and bad. Number 1. Alita: Battle Angel. It is a cyberpunk action film based on the manga series Gun by Yukito Kishiro. The film takes place in the very far future and tells the story of a deserted android named Alita, who is recovered in a junkyard by Ido, a kind scientist, who brings her to his facility where he is able to fix and restore her. Unfortunately, she seems to have no knowledge of her identity or way back home, and it is this mystery that keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. Meanwhile, Ido tries to shield Alita from her secret origins as she adjusts to her new life. But when the capital's lethal and treacherous authorities target Alita, Ido is forced to reveal her true identity and mission. The stunning CGI, the story, or the beyond the imagination world setting, everything about this film is fantastic. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.